Well, day 6 has been a quiet one, honestly. I feel like I've been in transit a lot and just like in my head, editing videos, editing photos, trying to, make most of this trip from a content perspective and also from an emotional perspective as well. I definitely get thrown off when I'm in big crowds, even though I can come off like I love the attention and the energy, and but the reality is it's a little overwhelming for me. I don't know. The temple you were with me. You guys are always in my thoughts and prayers and in my heart, in my mind. The energy up there it was a bit chaotic. There was just a lot of people, and maybe there's something in me off center right now, which is making it seem more chaotic than it actually is. That's probably the case. So the reality is different than Tokyo, where I was in one place for 4 nights and I could really like settle in. The last 48 hours have definitely felt like just like moving, just like constantly trying to move to a different location or different space. And I'm actually really glad that I'm here for 2 nights. Like I'm actually like unpacking my stuff. But then there's also energy calling me being like, why don't I go to Osaka tomorrow and do a day trip and like get it all in. You got to get it all in. And then I'm almost judging Kyoto like, do I actually want to be here for another day? And the reality, it's monkey mind, it's all just like going. I did have a friend reach out to me before I left being like, if you're doing 2 days in Kyoto, definitely don't do more than 2 days. And now that I'm in Kyoto, I'm like, I get why, because you can go to all these shrines and they're beautiful. But as I'm noticing, they're not peaceful. It's not a peaceful experience. It's a hectic, frenetic, let's take a selfie, experience, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like there's no judgment. It's just, it's not a centering kind of mindful moment. I did notice some people were lining up to bang a gong and to say a little prayer. I did notice that, and I didn't do it, but I respect it for sure. So yeah, I think this is the first time. I don't want to say I'm conflicted, because I'm not. I'm just, there's frenetic city energy in Kyoto, and then there's also like shrines and temples, and maybe it just was that one. Maybe maybe it was just that temple, because I'm sure that there are. In fact, my friend David sent me a temple, so I don't want to be too quick to judge what is the true energy of Kyoto. I've only been here for 4 hours, so take it easy, Bobby. Take it easy. I am about to go get some delicious Kobe beef. My hotel was able to get me a reservation at Pound Honton, which is like a top-rated Kobe beef Wagyu steak experience in Kyoto, thanks to Expedia or Travelocity or TripAdvisor. You guys, can you sponsor my next trip, please? And I'm excited for that experience. I'm feeling a little like anxious around alcohol right now. I feel like there's parts of me, wanting to just like have some sake and really like get the experience in, which is very typical. But I have to kind of combat that energy and that notion, because I'm sober, and it's a thing. And when you're sober like I am, it can be isolating. You can feel like you're missing out a lot. There's a lot of FOMO. And I just have to remind myself that, like, no, I'm not truly missing out on any experience. It's just, alcoholism runs in my family, and it's just like, this is not the time to like let loose and go for broke on sake, even though it sounds delicious right now. And a Sapporo, delish. So I'm feeling a little of that for sure, but that's okay. It's very normal feelings. I've had these feelings. I know how to navigate them. And I also noticed that when I got to Kyoto, I had a little frantic like dating app swiping going on, where I was just like, I want to meet a woman. I would like to go on a date. I'd like to get a cup of coffee with someone. I'd really like to just connect with someone, not even sexually. Like, I just want to like I put in my Bumble, I was like, I just want to get a drink if you're local or if you're traveling. Like, I just want to hang out. I feel like I've been talking to, no offense, I've been talking to you guys a lot, and I haven't really been talking to like other people out here. And I'm on day 6, and it's like, oh man, it's been almost a week of me like having chit chat with like random locals, and it's great, but like it'd be nice to like sit across the table from someone and be like, hi, I'm Rob, like who are you? So yeah, I'm hungry for some human connection, let's put it that way. And then even my mind was like, oh, I got this huge room, like maybe I'll have like friends over, like the guys I met at the baseball game. I'll be like, yeah, you guys want to come over and hang out? I am gonna message them. I said I would once I got into Kyoto, so I'll shoot them a message. But yeah, I think the solo travel reality is there are moments like this. There are just moments of immense downtime and in your thoughts, and what do I do next? What should I do? You don't have anyone to like bounce it off of, right? It's not like I'm seeing some of your comments and I appreciate them of like, oh, you should check this out or go here. And again, I appreciate all of that. I'm really just more of a type to like, I checked into my hotel today, pulled up Google Maps and just like clicked on like the biggest shrine that was closest to my hotel. And it happened to be one of the most famous shrines in Kyoto. So it worked out. And it tends to work out. In my last video, I talked about things just working out, like getting off the bus in Hakone after missing my bus stop, and then I got to go hit golf balls, which was amazing. Like, I was so happy. And similarly, today, like, this is a small one, but my umbrella I left in a coffee shop, and I accidentally left it there, and by the time I got to the top of the Temple Mount area, I was like, oh shit. And then it started raining, and then I was like, man, this could be bad. Like, what if this is bad? And it ended up drizzling for about 15 minutes, which was a great pause for me. It was like time to reflect and just pause. And I feel like now I'm catching just an incredible sunset, which I've been wanting. I've been wanting to see a sunset since I got to Japan, and here I am, sharing it with you guys. So I feel really good. I do think a date is in my future, whether that's in Kyoto or when I'm back in Tokyo this weekend. And I also am battling, it's too dramatic, but I'm super dramatic if you haven't caught on yet. I'm battling this idea of, do I go to Osaka tomorrow to catch another city so I can add another city to the itinerary, or do I dive deeper into Kyoto and maybe give like 2 or 3 more shrines a shot? And I'm thinking, let's lean into Kyoto. You got 1 full day in Kyoto. I'm sure I'm going to get an amazing reservation for dinner tomorrow night, I have no doubt. And then get a good night's rest, and then I think I'm gonna do a day trip Saturday to Hiroshima, and then head back to Tokyo. So Saturday will be a beast of a travel day if I do it correctly. Or do I go to Hiroshima tomorrow? And then come back to Kyoto for the evening. See, this is why I have you guys. I need I need your guidance. I need a little, hey Bobby, I suggest you do this. It's between Hiroshima or Osaka or Kyoto. Or do I just stay in Kyoto? See, I'll think about it over dinner. But yeah, final thought here is like, especially when there's high stress situations like travel or changing your, not only your surroundings, but like changing your home, so to speak, checking into a hotel, checking out of a hotel, it brings up emotions. It brings up feelings of, oh, this is like my Onsen Ryokan's experience. I was like, oh, this is my home for just a night, and then saying goodbye, it was like, goodbye, oh, now I'm at this hotel, oh, this is my home for just 2 nights, and it just stirs up some feelings, and that's okay. Feelings are great. We love feelings. We love feelings here. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm glad that you're enjoying this content. If there's anything you'd like to see more of, if you like the B-roll shots, or you like more of me just kind of talking to camera, or you want to see more photos, like, just let me know. This is a fun experiment for me, and I feel like you guys are welcoming me into the YouTube stratosphere with open arms, and I appreciate that. All right, until next time, much love.